So this weekend is a very special weekend for us. This is our second year marriage anniversary weekend, which we've been together for 8 years now, been married for 2. So rather than sitting here today or coming here today to do my weekly reflection, I thought to myself, why not bring the one person, why not invite the one person who has walked by me for the past 8 years, just to share a bit of, her experience and her perspective on this topic of walking by someone or somebody walking by us. So, but before we get into that conversation, I just want to ask you, 2 years being married to me, what is the biggest lesson that you think these 2 years have taught you about yourself and even us?
Okay. Well, first off, thank you for the invite. I've only been waiting for, let's see. So that's a very good question. I would say what I've learned about myself is patience. I look back and I wasn't a very patient person. So you've taught me patience, yes, and to hold space. Hold space, be patient, look at different perspectives. Yes, I'm not always right. Which is hard because I'm the baby. And he's a baby.
I'm the baby, so you can just imagine.
Yes.
For me, I'll say letting go. That's the biggest thing that I think this 2 years is teaching me. If I say the whole 8 years is teaching me, but especially over the last 2 years, I've done a lot of work on myself. Physically, mentally, spiritually, between working out, reading a lot of spiritual books, therapy, big on therapy. It's really helped me to understand myself in this space and to let go a little bit and just trust in what we have. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's like we're teaching each other something. And I always say this, one of my favorite quotes, which is from my favorite thought leader, Peter Crone, is that life will present you with people and places to reveal where you're not free. And I think this is what we're doing for each other. We're serving as a mirror to each other, revealing where we need to work on. And I've really enjoyed this ride for the past 8 years, more importantly, for the past 2 years. So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So we'll get into this week's reflection. So last week I answered the question I asked the previous week about who quietly walked by us, and this whole thing was inspired by a photograph I took a couple of years ago in the streets of London. Anytime I look at that photo, it's just a reminder that who's walking by us, or who are we walking by, right? And I shared my story with Amanda, who I met when I first moved here. Which the beauty of that story is she did not even know what she was doing. She was just being herself. And her being herself in that space created that space for me to really feel like someone sees me at a very interesting time of my life. Very new here in this country, the culture, the people, and she creating that space for me really, really impacted me, as little as it might be for her. So you shared that post. Thank you for that. And then you answered that question yourself, right? And you mentioned the person who quietly walked by you. And rather than me introducing her, I think I want you to do the honor of introducing this person that walked by you.
Okay, yes, gladly. So Carolyn Inkstrom, she is, I think she's well known in our community. Yes, very, many people know her, and I know that they can relate. So Carolyn Inkstrom, I met Carolyn when I was 15 years old and started working as a cashier at Ace Hardware. Okay. And then ironically enough, she then started working at Sweetwater Federal as a teller. And then when I was 17, I got hired at Sweetwater Federal. I'm pretty sure that she also was like, hey, you should come work here along with the CEO. But so I started working as a teller there my senior year with her.
Wow, 15.
15.
And then 17. That is.
I just followed her.
It just followed her. Now, before we go, I want to ask real quick. At 15, both of you working at Ace Hardware, what do you remember most about her at Ace Hardware?
I just remember her just telling it how it is. Yes, she's just a very real person.
Just a real person.
Yes, yes. So it's not like she's going to always give you like, oh, today's a wonderful day. No, she'll be like, today, could be better. And I love that.
That's awesome.
Those that you can hold good conversation with.
So at which point, you mentioned she quietly walked by you at a time that was tough for you, right? It was a very challenging time. So what was that time when she came into your life and really walked by you in that way?
In that way. Okay. So when my senior year of high school was just a very tough year, which again, I think a lot of people struggle during that time. And so my senior year, graduated a couple weeks before moving into the dorms.
Okay.
I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
And so she was there for me during that period. So I went to school, went to Laramie, but then ultimately I had to come back because I had to be able to support myself, and got my job, came back to Sweetwater Federal. And so she just helped me throughout my pregnancy. She was there for me, and then hosted my baby shower, the best baby shower ever, I think, at her home. And then most importantly, after I had Presley, I would go out there at least once or twice a week and go play Hand and Foot, which is a card game. And I just have Presley on my lap. At that time, I don't remember having many of my age friends. Like I am an old soul. So Carolyn, we probably have a good 35 years age difference.
Wow.
I want to say. And she was just my person.
Wow, that is powerful though, for someone to just open up her heart for you in that way. That really speaks volume of who she is. I mean, it's just do you remember what's like the funnest thing that you think you remember you guys doing? If there's one memory that you think is the best memory that you have of her around that time.
I would say Remedies.
Remedies, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to say she introduced me to Remedies, even being born here, born and raised in Rock Springs. But yes, so we would go and have lunch at Remedies.
God. That's how we see her there.
Yes. And you can thank her for your love for Remedies now, because now I took you.
Now you did.
Yeah.
Now you did. First and foremost, big shout out to Remedies. Hey, I'm going to say it. I know this is very subjective. I'm going to say it. Best burger in the whole world. Big shout out to Remedies. I'm just saying. I just said it.
I'm like Switzerland, though, It's like I have you for Remedies, I have Carter for Grubs, and I love them both, and I get to enjoy both.
But no, that's a very powerful story, and it kind of mirrors a little bit of what I shared last week, right? About people coming to your life at a specific time that they don't even know that's what they're doing. To them, they're just being themselves, right? And I can assert that she was just being herself. That is who she is. She wasn't trying to be extra, or she wasn't trying to just go above and beyond. She was just that person who creates space for people.
Yes, 100%. And Carolyn, she's gone through a lot in her life. And so I think because she knows how hard it can be, that she wants to help others and shine light and be there for them. And I'm just a firm believer that the universe, puts people in your life when you need them the most, and sometimes takes them away when you don't.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to still have her in my life. And she's just always consistently been there for me.
That's something powerful you just said, that her going through something possibly is a reason why she maybe opened up her heart for you, right? And there's something powerful in that what if whatever it is that we're going through, whatever challenging times that we're going through our struggles and through whatever we're going through, we can create space for other people going through similar situations. What if that's one of the big takeaway from that space, that we can take whatever pain or lesson we're going through, learn the lesson from that, and then use that to create space for other people, to hold space for other people in there. I think that is something that you just said it and it just connected right there. What if that is, wow. So with back to Carolyn here, right? So with everything that she's done for you, if you have one word, or not a word, if you have something to tell her today, with what she's done for you at that specific time, what will it be?
Well, for one, I would thank her. Yes, so for just being that constant, because I just don't know how I would have gotten through that time without her guidance and her love. And then I would just let her know that I would, and I hope I do, provide that for others. Yes, because she's taught me a lot. And also she taught me that a brownie cake can get you through anything.
I wouldn't know nothing about brownie cake, but I trust both of you.
Which I'm glad you don't, because then I'll just continue to eat it without you knowing, so I don't have to share.
No, that is beautiful, and I think that right there is a reflection for this week. I think no matter where we are in our lives, no matter what we are going through, to know that the lessons that we're going through, we can use that to hold space for somebody else going through something similar, right? And it's not a matter of who is walking with us or by us, but it's a matter of who are we, right? What are we doing in our daily interactions to create space for people to walk by somebody else? Who knows? We might be doing something for someone today that we don't know is even a thing. We are just being ourselves, but in 2 years, 3 years, that might be a story. For me, I mean, I've had many of those people in my life. Like, I mean, I need a whole year to thank almost everybody who's walked by me at specific times in my life, which eventually I'll shed light on some of those people. But for me, like I shared last week about Amanda, that is the beauty of that. I can see a little bit of that in Caroline too, right? In that situation. So if you should give anybody advice, right? 18 years old, going through that time in your life, right? It's a time, we're not going to label it good or bad. It was just a time that the universe placed you in.
Yes.
And you had help, you had people walking by you. If you should give any advice for anybody going through something similar at a younger age like that, what would it be?
I would tell them that no matter what hardship that you are dealt with, just to have faith and know that that is supposed to happen, and God will put people in your life to get you through that. Of course, everything you go through only makes you stronger. So I just, that period of time, I attribute to my strength now. And again, it's because of those people that I had.
That you had.
And reach out to those. If you feel like you don't have anyone, there's people that love you. So reach out to them and be open.
Be open. I think that's a great place to end this week's reflection. Be open. Reach out to people around you. Whatever you're going through, just know that you're in that situation for a reason and you will get through it. But be open and reach out. As always, peace, love. Let's have a great, safe week. Let's be super kind to ourselves, right? And create space for our humanity. But most importantly, like this week's reflection again is, let's be super kind to others' humanity and create space for their humanity. I still want to hear and know more about stories out there, about people who have walked by us that we didn't even know, or even people that we walk by that would like to share. Please share your comments on there. I truly appreciate this. I enjoy reading it. I enjoy coming here, sharing these reflections every week. So as always, remember, there is always more to the story. Thank you so much. And have a safe week. And thanks for coming, babe.
Yes, thanks for having me. And thanks for listening. Thank you for all you guys listening if you made it to the end.
Thank you.